Hi and welcome to Budget Model Railways. And today I want to do a quick review of these. These are the Kato steeple cab electric shunter packs. They're available from a few sources. They are remarkably good value for money. So I've spoken before about what good runners they are. They're on the Kato chassis, the 11109 chassis, which we all know is very smooth, very efficient, even over points. Now these come as a box set, a bit like that. They come in several different colour schemes. So these are freelance ones, rather nice red and a rather nice black over the back there. Now they also make a couple of German ones and they obviously make a UK one. And you pay about £10 more for those. If that's your thing, that's great. Personally, I like the freelance ones and I like the price. So these were around the £40 mark. I get them from Train Tracks, look at their website. But they are available from a few sites. The specific logo ones will cost you about 50, but that's still a very little money for an exceptionally good shunting loco and two wagons. Now these I've adapted. So the ones at the back there are as they come out of the box. So they're a little bit bland, black plastic. Now interestingly, I found with a little bit of research that both the locomotive and these wagons are based on actual Japanese prototypes. They've been played with a little bit, but they're not completely fictional, especially the wagons. Now, all I've done here is given them a coat of paint and a black wash. Simple as that, to pick the detail out. And I've added some loads. I've added some skewers there as logs and some of the Pico sacks out of the pallet box as a load. And then they're perfectly acceptable wagons. If you're starting out in model railways, this is a great way of doing it. You've got a brake van there and a wagon and a decent shunting loco for £40. And in current prices, you just can't beat that. The Hornby equivalent in 00 is very nearly 70. So you'd get two of these, which is what I did, for the price of a Hornby. And these are a much better runner than the Hornby 040. They'll run extremely slowly and smoothly over Pico points, over point work. Very nice. They pull quite a few wagons. I'm quite taken with these, as you know. I've also got an orange one that I got for actually £27 new because it got American couplings, which I could change. It appears that Kato are going to do very similar to what Lima used to do, which is to do them in various railways colours, but I like the freelance one. You could easily add glazing if you wanted. You could weather them. I've seen the pantographs just pull off. So there's nothing to stop you, in effect, putting a bit of a grill on the front, calling it a diesel loco. Or I've seen somebody using one as a battery loco, which looks really good. Personally, with the Kato Cantanary mast only being £6 for a box full, I'm quite happy to use them as an electric. I quite like the idea of having the pantograph up. Hopefully whatever that is, it's just appeared on my screen, hasn't appeared on the picture. It's just some kind of pop-up. But there we go. I thought I'd do a quick review. Please look out for these. I'm getting very taken now with N because of the Kato Pocket Line range. You know, there's a steam loco and coaches in the range. There's a very good little tram in the range at what are now very good prices. Don't be put off because they're basic, because as you can see, you can soon bring them up to an interesting standard. Now, it's only going to work if you're happy to run freelance, but it's a very cheap way of doing model railways with a very good product. So big shout out to Kato and a big shout out. I get them from Train Tracks. By all means, shop around, but I always find him being the cheapest and he offers an extremely good service. So there you go. Just a little quick video on something a bit different.